Monsieur Carlos, le Ben Laden of the 80s, you have been causing problems for years, oui? The bombings, the kidnappings, and now you think you can escape us. Ha! You are no longer the jackal.
You think I'm not elusive enough, like a jackal? Well, guess what? I'm not even who you think I am.
Ah, is that so? No one knows who the French le FBI or the French le CIA is, so we bring in someone more popular, Monsieur le Président Macron.
Ooh, macaroni?
Monsieur Carlos, let us start from the beginning. You trained in Lebanon, oui?
Like I told Francois, I'm not who you think I am. Also, please, I'm thirsty. I want some water.
We don't serve water, only French wine.
I don't like French wine. Lebanese wine is better.
Oh mon Dieu, I feel personally attacked. Add 25 years to this crétin.
Listen, we don't have to do this, macaroni. I know people. A couple of favors, a few handshakes, and who knows, maybe you'll get an Oscar, huh?
Ah oui, Carlos the Jackal trying to be elusive again, and now turning into Harvey Weinstein, the gross pig. What's next? A starring role in Emily in Paris with my wife?
Man, y'all don't understand. I didn't do nothing in Lebanon.
Ah, R. Kelly, the man who makes the pee-pee. How do we say pee-pee in English?
P, Monsieur le Président.
Oh, ah oui, that's it.
Oui, Monsieur le Président.
Ah, R. Kelly, the man who makes bombs with pee-pee. Magnifique. Start talking about Lebanon or...
Come meet me.
Oh baby, what a sexy baguette. No, Macron, don't fall into this trap. He wants you to eat him so he disappears.
While Carlos tries all the elusive tricks to escape, let me tell you how the Lebanese Civil War shaped the Middle East and the world. In 1975, Lebanon decided to throw the world's worst house party, where you've got Christian militias, Muslim militias, the Palestinian Liberation Organization, leftist factions, the USA, USSR, Israel, Iran, Syria,
and your mom, your cousin, your grandma, your dad, the family god, the postman, and the falafel guy all got involved.
So after the PLO got the boot from Jordan during Black September, which by the way sounds like a goth band, but was actually when King Hussein of Jordan decided he didn't appreciate the Palestinians destabilizing his country and trying to assassinate him. They packed their bags and headed to Lebanon.
Hey, got room for a few thousand to arm the guys who just want to overthrow Israel and destabilize your country in their free time?
Absolutely not, ya sh**ta.
Perfect. Set up camp, boys.
Naturally, Lebanon's government, being as tough as a cooked noodle, couldn't stop them.
You're a cooked noodle, ya sh**ta.
The PLO gained support from frustrated Lebanese Muslims and leftist factions who felt marginalized by Christian-dominated government. Then came the Cairo Agreement of 1969, which was essentially a permission slip for the PLO to turn Lebanon into their summer camp of war games. You know things are going south when an agreement meant to stabilize the region translates to
Feel free to bring your AK-47s and enjoy our open bar of explosives.
During the Lebanese Civil War, the US waltzes in with the subtlety of a drunk bouncer and sides with Israel and the Maronite Christian militias. Why?
If you're against the Soviets, here's some cash, a few tanks, and a good luck. Don't call us when it all goes to hell.
So in the early 1980s, the Reagan administration sent peacekeepers after Israel's 1982 invasion to stabilize Lebanon and bolster a pro-Western government, until Hezbollah, backed by Iran, shows up and says,
"Oh, you brought Marines? Cool story, bro. Here's a truck bomb for your trouble."
This attack killed 241 Marines, and the US decided to ghost the whole situation like a guy who forgot Valentine's Day.
What Civil War? Never heard of it.
Meanwhile, the Soviet Union provided arms, training, and financial support to leftist groups and the PLO to counter US and Israeli influence. And then you have Hafez al-Assad of Syria, the original.
Nope, Dr. Mayan now.
This guy viewed Lebanon like his personal Airbnb, but without asking for permission. So in 1976, he barged in to make sure the PLO and leftists didn't win, all while trying to turn Lebanon into Syria's unofficial annex.
Don't mention Golan Heights, Habibi, eh?
The Syrian army stayed until 2005, which in Lebanese years is like...
The Shahuta came and said he'd stay for the weekend, then refused to leave the couch for 29 years.
Then there's the Iranian Revolution in 1979. 1979. Iran's buzzing with excitement.
We just kicked out the Shah. What is next?
How about the side hustle in Lebanon?
That's where the IRGC's new BFF Hezbollah comes in. Not just to annoy Israel, but to represent Lebanon's Shia population. Iran provided funding, weapons, and training, turning Hezbollah from a ragtag militia into a regional kingpin. Basically, the geopolitical Walter White.
I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No, I am the one who knocks.
Israel, on the other hand, launched Operation Peace of Galilee in 1982, which sounds nice until you realize peace in this case meant
Blow up half the country to kick out the PLO.
and it worked, kind of. They kicked the PLO out to Tunisia, but then created a whole new problem. Israel's occupation until 2000 only gave Hezbollah more street cred and recruits.
Israel basically our HR director. Recruitment's never been better.
And backing Christian militias like the South Lebanon Army? Yeah, that was like handing out Molotov cocktails at a kindergarten graduation. It didn't exactly bring people together. So, what do we learn from all this? Lebanon wasn't just a single disaster. It became the model for proxy wars in the Middle East. Iran, Saudi Arabia, USA, and Russia learned to back local factions, fuel chaos, and aim for control. The same strategy now plays out in Syria, Iraq, and Yemen, with foreign powers intervening while locals suffer. Lebanon is the original proxy war influencer.
I am the OG Ashlit, and don't forget to subscribe to this OG channel.
Also, the Lebanese Civil War basically turned the whole country into the world's worst all-inclusive resort for terrorists.
What do you want, Habibi? Wi-Fi, breakfast, burns, and all for only $20 per night.
You had militant groups showing up in Lebanon and the PLO hosting workshops like
How to make explosive falafel in 3 steps with Abu Nidan.
Seriously, Lebanon in the 70s and 80s became this terrorist LinkedIn for every angry group with a grudge and a manual on how to blow up stuff.
Hey, we're the Irish Republican Army. We're really into blowing up British stuff.
And the Palestinians militants were like,
Oh yeah? Let's compare notes.
it was like a militant exchange program.
Turn yourself into tiny pieces like shawarma.
The IRA allegedly got explosives training from Palestinian groups. The ETA, the Basque separatists in Spain, probably stopped by to pick up some tips on bomb making like they were shopping for weapons in a terrorist IKEA.
We'll take the AK-47 and those shaped charges. What aisle are the detonators on?
And then remember Carlos the Jackal from the beginning of the video? He's the world's first terrorist rock star.
Take that, Bin Laden.
He used Lebanon as a base for operations, coordinating attacks like it was his day job. And in many ways it was. He worked with the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine like they were Taylor Swift and Blake Lively, planning trips all over Europe with headlines like
Explosion at the embassy and hostage crisis hits Paris.
You also had groups like the German Red Army faction and the Japanese Red Army rolling into Lebanon. The Japanese Red Army even teamed up with the PFLP for the 1972 Lod Airport massacre in Israel.
We're not from the region, but let's make sure this is as horrifying as possible. We want the cover of every newspaper.
And with that, boys and girls, Lebanon was the venue that made it all possible.
Like I said, I'll end the OG Ashlit. Also like this video, ya sabe.
So, what do you think? Did the Lebanese Civil War set a precedent for external powers exploiting internal divisions by backing various factions? How do you see the model of proxy warfare in Lebanon influencing later conflicts in Syria, Iraq, and Yemen? To what extent do you think Lebanon's militant groups and training camps impacted terrorism in the 70s and 80s globally? Please let us know what you think in the comments.